8 years ago, my parents gave me $200,000 to put on the down payment for a house in California. There was about $300,000 left. The house was nowhere near luxurious, a mansion. And I was the sole owner, as well as the only one on the mortgage, and have been responsible for any related costs to the house ever since. There are 3 rooms in the house, taken by me, my parents, and my little brother. Brother has been living rent-free, rightfully so, since he was underage when we got the house. Doesn't contribute to mortgage, rightfully so, as I am the owner, but is nice enough to have been taking care of internet and utilities, $500 max for a month, ever since he graduated from college and got his first job last year. Anyway, brother got married right after college, and per my parents' suggestion, his wife moved in with us after the wedding, and the crap shows started to happen. The girl is completely insufferable to live with. Long story short, I want them to move out. As my parents are old and unable to give him another down payment to start his new home, we settled on me giving him back his half of down payment, $100,000, plus another $50,000 counting for inflation and good faith. However, the most I can liquidize my asset while still being able to keep up with the bills and mortgage is around $30K a year. So it would take me around 5 years to reach that amount, unless I catch a windfall. At first, my brother agreed to me giving him $30K immediately to move out. $30K is a great amount to look for an apartment and start a new home, and $30K a year afterward. However, his wife demanded me giving them the $150K lump sum right now, or they would stay here rent-free forever until I'm able to buy them out. And now he agreed on that too. As for my parents, they want the family to stick together and live in the same house forever, so they also take my brother and sister-in-law's view. I am neither capable to pay them the lump sum nor live in the same house with the sister-in-law anymore, so I've been staying over at my boyfriend's place most nights a week in order to avoid the issue. However, I know that not living in the house that I own and pay mortgage for every month is really stupid. Part of me just wants us to use legal owners' rights, serve them a notice, and give them 30 days to move out without paying a dime. But I know it's a selfish, crappy move, and my whole family would hate me forever. So what should I do? So they are living rent-free until you can pay them $150K. Meanwhile, you are paying a lot of money for your bills and your brother and wife only $500 a month for internet and utilities? So you will end up paying $450K for a home, taking care of 4 people, dealing with their BS, and in the end, your brother and his wife will walk away after 5 years with a profit of $120K, if it goes like planned. You are being taken advantage of by everyone. Time to stand up and tell them something like, I pay you the $100K, 50-50 from the total amount that you got, minus the rent he and his wife owes you. Maybe include some other bills you pay for but he also used, and that from now on, they need to contribute every month until they move out. If they refuse, give them a 30-day notice. You got a $200K down payment in exchange for living with your parents for the rest of their lives. Now you are agreeing to give 3/4 of it to your brother, but you are the one who still lives with your parents? That makes absolutely no sense. There has not been anything close to 50% inflation in the last 8 years. The fact that your parents agree that you should give them $150K makes me doubt that they're on your side. Honestly, you're totally right to kick these people out of your house if they refuse to pay fair market rent. They're actively trying to take advantage of you. If your parents want to keep the family on good terms, then they need to lay down the law with your brother. They gave you that money because they couldn't afford their own house, I'm assuming, and they wanted somewhere to live. He is not entitled to take half that money and go live by himself, never mind 3/4. My fiancé, male 34, and I, female 33, are living together with my brother, male 35, and a sister-in-law, female 27, in their home, which I helped loan money for the down payment. We're looking for a place to buy, but the market is crazy, so we decided to live with them at their request to deduct the money I loaned. And it would have been cheaper for us than renting an apartment, so a win-win for both. We all get along just fine and vacation together frequently. Because my bro is mostly out with friends, my sister-in-law at home with us most of the time. I often hear my sister-in-law compare my bro to my fiancé. Things like physique. Fiancé, I, work out to stay in lean shape, and bro, sister-in-law, does not work out. Bro looks shabby, have a little stomach while she younger and still looks great without workout. And how my fiancé helps around the house and do laundry for me. But it is both ways for us. I cook every day while he does laundry and pets. Sister-in-law does not want to cook nor clean. My bro or I normally cooks. But she feels my bro needs to act like my fiancé, work out to look better, leaner, and do laundry and everything like my fiancé. Sister-in-law has told me in the past she has a high desire for attention. Like, she'll dress up and do a full face of party makeup for just a short trip to the grocery, just to get complimented. I've stayed with her before my fiancé moved in. I can honestly see her having a need for attention. I do think that my bro is falling very short as a husband and have tried to get him to stay at home and be more engaged with sister-in-law. Give her the attention she needs. And make compromises, as I think they're both at fault, with him carrying most of the blame. Situation. The first time I thought something was off, but I didn't think too much about, was during our short trip last month. We shared a hotel room with 2 queen beds, as always do during short trips. My sister-in-law was doing her hair, using the middle nightstand like she normally does in our other trips. Except this time, she decided to spread her legs wide open while resting it on each side of the nightstand. She was wearing short. At the time, my bro and fiancé both were sitting on each of the queen beds, looking directly between her legs. Second times. Over the next few weeks span, my bro has been out almost every day doing his own thing like usual, from sport events. My sister-in-law has been spending time with my fiancé and I after work. We work from home full-time, and she comes home around 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. I've noticed that she started to dress up more than normal and provocatively, showing her chests out. There were multiple events that sparked my suspicions. Sister-in-law changed to short and low-cut shirt after work and took her dog right in front of the laundry room area while my fiancé was folding clothes. She bent over to feed the dog, did not change position after putting the bowl down. I was sitting at the kitchen countertop working, walked away to the restroom, and came back. She was still bending with her full breast shifted towards the laundry room, with my fiancé doing laundry at the door. Dog eating on his own, and she just bent over for no reason. She saw me and had this weird expression, and her eyes looked guilty, like she's been caught. Decided to walk away. I did not know what my fiancé's reaction was because he's behind the door entryway. Sister-in-law clothing habit changed. She normally wears plain t-shirts, cover over her shorts at home, but recently decided to wear super low-cut shirts with her shorts every day after work. She's busty, so she's showing all of breasts, bra if she bends over. Dinner time, she sits in front of my fiancé and I sit next to him. She started to bend over to reach for food that's within her arm's length instead of asking us to pass it to her like we normally do. After dinner, my fiancé normally washes dishes first while we clean. The area faces a window that looks outside. My sister-in-law decided to brush her dog every night while my bro is not home, something she doesn't do often. The weird thing is, she decided to sit right next to my fiancé right eyesight, so when he turns to look at the TV next to her, she'll be in full sight. She was either squatting full legs open facing him or bending her to show her entire breast, bra, under the shirt during TV time after dinner. She changed her seating to sit in the chair directly across from my fiancé and I. Normally sits next to me on the large sofa. She would either spread her legs out wide or cross her legs high enough to show her butt cheeks. After many incidents, I was more aware, so one time I walked upstairs to brush my teeth. It's my routine after dinner. I decided to look down at the open ceiling, stairs top, and saw her move from her chair to the floor, stair seat, right next to my fiancé's leg, and bend over to pet her dog. We could see her whole bra and breast. He's on the sofa in his usual spot, still playing on his phone. Over the span of a few weeks, a lot of the bending behaviors to show her breasts happened. She also asked my fiancé to drink with her and have playful conversations with him while I'm in there, but did not really address me like she normally does. Did my fiancé look at my sister-in-law? Yes, as I expected. Like every man, he looked at her because she's an attractive girl. But he looked briefly, then tried to refocus to the TV, phone, or have a chat with me, or walked away sometimes. Third times. In our recent trip to the beach for 1 week together, we stayed in separate rooms because of the duration. I saw more things that are alarming, and I'm officially concerned, such as sister-in-law not wanting to put on a shirt. She only wants to put her pants on, after swimming. Walking around the table, bending, trying to grab things randomly to put her breasts at the center of the table. Even when we head back to the room to hang out, she did not wear her shirt back on, then complained it's cold. We've been to beach pool vacations in every short, long trip. This is new behavior. She normally wears her clothes on immediately. During our swim in the spring water, my fiancé was swimming tightly behind me. He's on my back and paddling with his arms touching my legs. I cannot swim. Sister-in-law was swimming ahead of my bro, then decided to stay back and slow down behind us while my bro obviously cruised ahead. After paddling for a while, I got tired, turned around, and saw sister-in-law swimming tightly next to my fiancé. Not touching, but like a couple inches away from touch. The minute she saw me, she freaked out as if she's done something wrong, gave me the scared face, guilty eyes, and then she started to swim off to meet my bro without saying a word. I honestly don't know if my fiancé had partaken any touching or connecting with her while I was swimming right in front. What I know is his swimming did not change. Arms continued to paddle and touches my legs entire time. When she took off to catch up with my bro, Fiancé turned over to talk to me as he realized I've turned around. He did not look freaked out like she was. After that, I've caught her looking at my fiancé, or trying to get his eye contact many times where he then decided to look away or hold my hands to go somewhere else. Once she sees that I'm looking, she gave me that weird eye look as if she has been caught. She stops responding to questions I say in the group chat. But when my fiancé said something, she would immediately respond. During a dinner, my bro and sister-in-law said they wanted to go upstairs to rest early as they're tired and do not want desserts. They both were exhausted, barely talked, and kept yawning. At that same time, I had to run to the ladies' room upstairs. My bro decided to leave shortly, but sister-in-law changed her mind to stay and sit with my fiancé. When I walked back, I saw her perked up and talking endlessly to my fiancé while taking my booth seat at the table. She barely moved over from me and stopped talking altogether. Fiancé and I were having conversation like normal. I'll ask for normal questions where she don't even want to respond to me. To top it all off is when my bro announced they're expecting, 1 month in. Hence, she did not drink during the trip. She was unpleasantly surprised, he told us, because she wasn't ready to tell. During the whole trip, my fiancé did look at her briefly to check her out when she show off her body and readjust himself to other situations, phone or me. There was no lingering stare that I saw. I also didn't feel like he acted guilty or concerned. If anything, he randomly brought up the fact that he wants to get his haircut elsewhere when we get back, not from sister-in-law, because it's too inconvenient to schedule. I did feel a lot of the seduction, initiation has been from her end. I also would like to clarify for those who are curious if the child is my fiancé. The chances are close to zero. We work from home 100% of the time, spends all day together working, cooking, eating, going out. Not often, but we have mutual friends so we'd be out together, and working out. We also live with my sister-in-law's sisters, so that would be hard to accomplish. We grew up in a small family. My bro and I are close, and I love him more than anything and want the best for him and his family. I've always wanted a sister, so I've seen her as my own sister. She's told her friends I'm like a sister to her as well. We've never had conflicts or anything of the sort until her odd behaviors recently, all of which I have yet to confront or respond to. I try to keep my emotion and observations in check, to not tear up the family. So I've been trying to act the same towards sister-in-law the whole time. The only thing is, I've spoken to her less than I normally do. I honestly don't know what to think right now. I am beyond hurt and concerned with the situation, and now there's a baby on the way. It creates more complexity. I can't get over how she can deliberately do something like that, on top of the fact she's with child. She's lost my trust, love. But I'm beyond hurt too, that I've lost the person I see as family. Please help me, give me your opinion, because I would like to know if this is seduction or I'm just crazy. Is it initiation from her end, like I believe, or my fiancé is allowing her to do this willingly, aware which gave her the balls to continue? Am I missing something and not thinking about something here? And what should I do next? She's absolutely trying to seduce him. Confront it or move out. There's no other way. So, she is either trying to seduce him, or this really is just about her needing attention from men. In either case, it's not okay. I get that on paper, your living arrangement sounds ideal, but this situation is exactly why you shouldn't be living with them. Try to find somewhere else to stay, even if it costs a bit more. Talk to your husband privately about this. It's very possible he's completely oblivious to what she's trying to do. This is something your fiancé should handle. Sister-in-law is only continuing because your fiancé hasn't shut down her behavior. He might be ignoring her, but he needs to tell her to cut it out and stop flashing him. Moving out is the best thing, but she still needs to stop it altogether.